Hey guys, Joe here, and today I'm doing a video on my car. And for those of you that don't know, this is a 2014 Ford Mustang GT Track Pack. If you want to know a little bit more about my ownership of the vehicle, you can start up here. There's a video from, I think, a year after I bought it. But today we're going to be getting it ready for some work that's coming up. What happened was, a guy ran a red light, smashed the front end of the car in. I wish I had those pictures. I don't know where they went. I'll look for them before I upload this. If you don't see them, I couldn't find them. It then sat at a body shop for about a month getting repaired, and they did a decent job. They even wound up having to repaint the roof flat black because it used to be a semi-gloss black. Overall, I was very happy with the car at that point. It was basically put back together. There were a couple of grills that weren't installed, but that's because the VIN number was wonky and didn't show the right grills. But I do have them. I just never put them on the car. So I only had the car back for about a month before it got keyed. I don't know who did it. I kind of think it was the guy that hit the car. Never found the guy. It's just one of those things where my deductible versus getting it repaired was so close it wasn't worth raising my insurance just to get it repainted. Although in hindsight I kind of wish I did. But I've been driving it for almost 2 years this way with the scratches on it, and I really hadn't cared. And then I made this video where I kind of started getting the other side ready because I got the car quoted in June for just a quick all-around paint job. Well, obviously things transpired. I moved out of my place sooner than I expected to, and things have, done what they do. And now it's December. I'm finally able to get it done, but I can't do the work in the garage here because the garage is attached to the house, and then the house would smell like paint. So I have to hand my baby off to somebody else to take care of. And that's what I'm here today to get it ready for. I'm sure you've all heard the horror stories. Oh, I went to Mako and I got a $2,000 paint job and there was overspray everywhere and it was horrible. They did a crappy job. And number one, you're going to get what you paid for. I'm getting a $1,300 paint job on this car. I am not expecting anything great. The only good thing about it is it's a family-owned place and the kid has a Mustang. So if he's the one prepping it, hopefully he'll use his smarts and prep it a little bit extra for me. If not, so be it. I'm willing to accept the results because they will be better than keys and primer. The point of all that is you can help make your paint job better. You can help the results be nicer to look at. What you can do as the car owner is remove parts off the car, such as the rear wing, which is not getting painted because it's plasti dipped, and I will re-plasti dip it while it's off the car. I can also do things such as remove the front grills that are still in the car. There's a couple that are still in the car that I never took out that I should, and I probably will. Then I'm going to take the emblems off the side, and I am going to drive the car over to his place and then remove all the lights from the car. The reason I'm not doing it beforehand is because I'm pretty sure there's a rule against driving without headlights and taillights. Call me weird. The main thing is I want to take the wing off the trunk because he's doing every part of the car except the roof. And luckily this car has no real door jams. This rubber piece can be back taped very easily. The windows, there's no black trim around it. It's just glass and body, so I don't have to worry about that. The windshield and the rear windshield both go right into the roof, so you can just run a tape line straight down. Hopefully he's going to back tape inside all the door jams. If not, I'm going to have some overspray to deal with, but that's not too difficult. And I'm going to take the 5.0 emblems off the front of the fenders, so those will be off. The point is, I want to make it so the only things he's going to have to do is tape up the lock hole, the windows, and the side repeater lights and the bumpers. I'm not going to take the bumpers off the car. I was thinking about it at first, but I changed my mind. So let's go ahead and pop the trunk and get going. Thankfully, I have no shortage of tools at my disposal. First thing we need to do is we need to remove the inner lining here. And of course, I left my trim poppers downstairs, but these are just retained clips, which means you need a flat tip, and I'll show it to you as soon as I get one out. So this is I guess you could call it a retained clip. As you can see, it's two pieces with the centerpiece that pushes in. And when you do that, it widens the base here and holds the clip in place. I prefer these over standard push clips because these are much more reusable. Inner cover removed. Yay. What do we do with that? Well, then Here's the passenger side, showing you the damage. Or more accurately, the primer from the damage. My original intention with the car was to actually just plasti dip it from the body line down, that body line down actually. Unfortunately, some of the dents and damage go higher than that body line, so that's a negative. But yeah, the emblems definitely have to come off. Here we are, we're at the back of the trunk, and I can't remember if it's 4 or 2 bolts that hold it in. We'll find out in a second. However, this wing was not a Ford part. It's actually the only aftermarket part besides the spring that wasn't Ford. Kind of dark in here and very dirty, but the original car was a Kona Blue 2012 V6. I'm pretty sure that was from American Muscle because it was a pre-painted piece. I took it off, put my GT wing on it, and then I wound up with what is, in my opinion, the much better wing. I also plasti dipped the back panel because everything else is a flat or semi at the time, and this is a shiny black, and I wanted it flat. So I'll start removing some screws. I'm pretty sure I have some screws up underneath the, I'm pretty sure there's screws up underneath here. I just can't remember. It's been so long since I put the wing on the car. But based on the tool marks that are on it, I'm pretty sure. Yep, there be bolts. Like most things in life, this screw's loose. That's all right. When in doubt, heat the son of a bitch. So what we're going to do now is use my heat gun on the underside of the trunk lid here to loosen the adhesive that's holding it on. Because I'm pretty sure I got all these screws. I know I didn't take the light out when I put the thing back together last time. Nice! It's a little cold this morning, and as the car warms up, yes, I'll show you how I my trunk lid. So it's Monday morning. I'm gonna take it to the body shop now, but now I gotta get them to fix that bit of damage. Sounds good. Yeah, fix that bit of damage, and I guess they're gonna have to quote me on that one. God, that hurts. Cold Thor! Cold Thor! Cold Thor? So I'm just waiting for the car to warm up some more, and yeah, there's not much I can say about that. I did that. That was me, because I got frustrated, I got pissed, and I screwed up my car, because I did. Forgot the trunk lid's aluminum, or aluminium for you European guys. It's why you can't have nice things, Joe. Anywho, I'm gonna go drop the car off at the body shop now. My buddy Daniel's gonna pick me up and drive me home.